Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a interesting article here about some solar stocks. Those of you that follow my channel know I've talked about solar stocks here quite a few times. One of my favorite ones is Sunrun. Used to be Vivint Solar. Used to trade that, make about a 50-cent swing, and then it just started going up and turned into Sunrun. So I still have it. The price is down, but still holding it. We'll go over it here as well. But this is 5 solar stocks billionaires are loading up on. As you can see, this just came out yesterday. In this article, 5 solar stocks billionaires are loading up on. If you want to see more, you can click on that link. Maybe we'll do another video and check that one out. But the first one is, I think it's DQ, New Energy Corp, ticker is DQ. So they specialize in the production and distribution of polysilicon for manufacturers of photovoltaic products in the People's Republic of China. It is one of the top solar stocks found in the investment portfolios of billionaires in Q1 2023. 10 billionaires held stakes in this New Energy Corp, ticker DQ. So if we go over here to Robinhood and look at them over a 5-year period, you can see the growth. You could have got into it for under $9, $8, $10 would have been a steal. And that was right after the pandemic, and then it just starts going up here in August of that same year. October, that would have been the time to have had this one. It just took off and ran through February of 2021 up to $123. Ever since then, it's never recovered. It's just been kind of going down through the 70s, 47s. So over the past year, it's been in this $30 range, so that's kind of where it hit the low. Went back up to the 70s and came back down, but if we look at it over the year, it's lost 35%. In the past 3 months, it's lost again. So past month down over 13%. In the past week, we're actually green. We'll just call it a 0.5%. Could have found a new bottom right there. And here's a look at what it's doing today. So I don't own any of this one. If I were to put in an order, I'd put one here at the 37.62. You might find something there. So would be a good buy because it keeps bouncing off of that low and rides in the $38 range. So but just wanted to point that one out. Plus this one has an ADR, so beware of that one, since it is a Chinese stock. I want to say it was Alibaba, and I go into my account one day and TD Ameritrade had charged me $38 per share, and I didn't get my money back, so I dumped Alibaba at that time. I was kind of ticked off about it, but not much you can do about it. But some brokerages like Robinhood, I've had other stocks with ADRs. They've never been charged on there, but TD I was, so no disrespect to TD, but that kind of pissed me off, so ruined all of my gains. So on May 4th, Dawa analyst Dennis upgraded DQ to outperform from hold with a $45 price target. So got a little bit of range in there. According to Insider Monkey, first quarter database, 21 hedge funds were bullish on the New Energy Corp DQ compared to 20 funds in the prior quarter. Billionaire Li Zhang Hillhouse Capital Management is the largest stakeholder in the company with 2 million shares worth about $95.4 million. So if you like Chinese stocks, you can load up on that one. Otherwise, I have some more that are not So the next one on the list is Run. This one I still have. This one I told you used to be Vivint Solar. I used to trade it, and it turned, so it was a $5-6 stock. Then it just started running up to $50, so I started holding it. And I want to say it's 20 or 30 right now. I still have it. I should have sold it at the high, but it was one that I wasn't watching just because I was so ahead on it. But oh, here you could get it at a discount. So, but if we look at this one over the 5-year, it's got a pretty good return as well, of 51%. Not as good as the last one, DQ, but there it was, 96.50 on the January of 2021, and it's never recovered since that peak. So as you can see, over the past year, down about 40%. Here in the past 3 months, down over 27%. It's actually green here in the past month. Kind of got a dip there at a real discount on May 19th for $14.62. Some of these solar stocks I start watching in April and May, and when they hit a bottom here and start going up is kind of when I've bought some of them. And then if you hold them through like August, you see a pretty good return. Again, Sunrun on the past week up 7.5%, and here's a look at what it's doing today. So back to the article on this one. So they're involved in multi-aspects of residential solar energy systems. The company's activities include designing, developing, installing, selling, owning, and maintaining these solar energy systems. 10 billionaires held positions in Sunrun, ticker RUN. On May 8th, analysts maintained a buy rating on Sunrun, but trimmed the firm's price target on the shares from 35 to 30. Stocks declined after Sunrun reported a larger than expected loss in Q1. So that's why they're down. So you could get into them if they're right. You could 1.5 times your money by an increased spending. So they've been in the spotlight quite a bit, Sunrun, but I'm still holding them. So Trist acknowledged a slowdown in California, but believes that Sunrun sales efforts in Q1 will continue to generate momentum throughout the majority of the second half of the year, as non-California regions show signs of strong activity. So I just sit and hold these. So I don't like to see them go down, but it's a solar stock. It's going to go back up at some point in time. Insider Monkey first quarter database, 27 hedge funds were bullish on Sunrun compared to 39 funds in the prior quarter. Billionaire, again, Citadel Investment Group, is a prominent stakeholder in the company with a position worth $77.5 million. And here's what they say about Sunrun. I'm not going to read all that, but you can feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself. Moving on to the next one. Next one is Enphase Energy. I've had this one in the past. I sold out way too soon. Maybe it'll show my history here. But definitely should have kept this one. It's just been... here it is. So I do have my history here. Let's see, I bought, this was clear back in 2018. Limit buy, only one share at that time, so I did have a couple shares and bought it at $4.78. Tried selling them at 23, so that did fill. September 9 of 29, so 1 year after I bought it, so $4.78 to 23, almost made $20 per share profit. And here's some more. $23.50. Yeah, so made a big mistake there. So should have definitely kept this one, but as you can see over the 5-year, this one's up over 3,000%. That's just mind-blowing. And that's what I thought. This was a $300 stock at one time, just back in December. Now it's about half of that. So over the past year, down 12.5%. In the past 3 months, down over 15%. In the past month, it's back positive 15.5%. Past week, 10%, and this one's green again today. So I'm sure most of you listening have this one. I wish I still had it at that $4 cost basis. So they're involved in the design, development, manufacturing, and sale of home energy solutions for the solar photovoltaic sector. In the first quarter of 2023, Enphase Energy has found 12 billionaire portfolios. On April 25th, Enphase reported Q1 EPS of $1.37 and a revenue of $726.02 million, outperforming Wall Street estimates by 15 cents and $5.51 million, respectively. In Q2 2023, the company expects revenue to be within a range of $700 million and $750 million, which includes shipments of 80 to 100 megawatt hours of Enphase batteries. Following the release, Barclays analyst Christine maintained equal weight rating on the shares, and the price target for the shares are revised down from 248 to 226. So maybe it's the administration currently. I don't know what's driving some of these solar stocks. I haven't found that true answer what's driving some of these down, but I'm looking at getting back into some of them, or buying more of them, or getting in position in Enphase again. According to Insider Monkey first quarter database, 55 hedge funds were bullish on Enphase compared to 63 funds in the prior quarter. Billionaire Management is prominent stakeholder of the company. It was $714,442 and worth $150.2 million. So his net worth on this one is fluctuating quite a bit. But they design, develop, manufacture, and sell home energy solutions in the United States, internationally for solar industry. So this one would just be a buy and hold for quite some time. If I were to get back into this one, I'd just set some alerts and just kind of watch it and see what happens with it, and maybe pull the trigger at some point in time, but that's what I would do with it. Next on the list is First Solar. I do have this one in a retirement account. I haven't even really looked at it. Again, it's one of those I just don't watch, but as you can see, they're up over 211% in the past 5 years. Could have got into it at the 47.50 range. And July of 2022 is when this one started taking off. This one's went up, and it doesn't look like it's went down like some of the other ones, and it's also green in the past year, up over 160%. In the past 3 months, up over 15.5%. That would have been interesting to see what was going on at that point in time. So it shoots from 182 to 231 in a day. Wow. Something going on with First Solar there. Might have to break some of these down individually as well. And that's the only red here today. So but First Solar, number 2 on the list. Anybody guessing what number 1 is? So number of billionaire investors is 13. They offer solar energy solutions using photovoltaic PV technology. Company specializes in designing, manufacturing, and selling solar modules made of cadmium telluride, which efficiently convert sunlight to electricity. Very cool. Part of the 13 billionaire portfolios. On May 31st, maintained a buy rating on First Solar and assigned a price target of $261. Additionally, raised the firm's earnings per share projection for FY of 24 to $11.97, up from $11.16. Forecast indicates potential increase of nearly 65% compared to estimated earnings FY 23. Expected to benefit from the rising demand due to consumers being eligible for tax credits if the projects meet U.S. content requirements. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe the tax credits ran out is why some of these solar ones are going down. So, which is alright. Create a good buying opportunity. According to Insider Monkey, first quarter 39 hedge funds were long on First Solar compared to 44 in the prior quarter. So David has a prominent stake in the company of 506,539 shares worth $110 million. So some of these are just all in on solar. So, and of course, look at number one. So anybody guess it? Tesla. So I do have shares of Tesla. So out of the 5, I probably do have the most shares in Tesla. That's my biggest stake out of all of those. So that's just, I hate to even show that. Back in 2019, you could have got into even at $20 would have been a good buy. That would have been crazy. But this one's just been kind of up and down all over the place. As you can see here, there was a nice dip that I should have bought. But this one's up over 1,000% over a 5-year period. It's in the red, 10% in the past year, past 3 months, positive almost 10%. The past month, up over 26%. Here in the past week, up, we'll just call it 9%. And here's a look at today. So, well, something's going on. 210 just shot up. 217. So, Tesla's an interesting one to watch. Some people can make some big money on it if you hit the buys and sells just perfect. But I don't usually, but I haven't even traded this one in a while, but I just kind of buy it and we'll watch it and we'll watch it go. But number of billionaire investors is 15. Energy generation and storage segment is responsible for the design, manufacture, installation, commercialization, and leasing of solar generation and energy storage products, as well as related services to residential, commercial, and industrial customers. Is one of the top solar stocks on the radar of billionaires. Barclays future characterized by significant growth potential, expecting the company to achieve substantial volume growth and market share gains in the coming years. Levi forecasts that by 2030, Tesla volume will reach 6.2 million units with a global market share of 7%. While Tesla is well positioned to benefit from the global shift toward electric vehicles and is the leader in software-defined vehicles, the company needs to address the issue of model concentration as it expands in volume. So the rating on Tesla shares is maintained overweight with a price target of 220 on May 30th. Insider Monkey 82 hedge fund were bullish on Tesla. I've always been bullish on it, compared to 91 funds in the prior quarter. Billionaire Shaw is a prominent stakeholder of the company with 6.2 million shares worth $1.3 billion. Damn. I'll bet he had some of those before the split. Definitely having that many. Barron Opportunity Fund made the following comment about Tesla. and feel free to pause that. Just pull out some highlights. So of course they design, manufacture, and sell EVs related software and components, solar energy storage products. Following a sharp decline in 2022, stock rebound in the first quarter of 2023 on investor expectations that Tesla will continue to grow vehicle deliveries and maintain solid gross operating margins despite a potential recession competition in China. So I just did a video a couple days ago and showing how Elon was in China and toured the Austin Gigafactory, drove in a Cybertruck, boarded a semi-truck, and spoke with a wide swath of Tesla senior managers. During the formal presentation, Tesla highlighted, among other things. So I've been trying to get as much as I can, just hold it for the long term, because the truck, the Model Y, other models are coming out. Who knows what other products they're working on. It's holding that spike, which is very interesting. They have a $667 billion market cap and great ratings, better than what it used to be. And next earnings is expected on July 19th, so that's what I was looking for. But that is it for this article. That's the 5 stocks, solar stocks, billionaires are loading up on. So always like to point out what billionaires are loading up on, to share that info and with you, and so we can all be. I would like to be a millionaire, definitely a billionaire. Millionaire would be nice, so I'm working on my second million because I missed my first, but just a bad joke. But that's it. If you have any other solar stocks out there, I've also done one on an ETF, TAN, T-A-N. Maybe I'll have to update that one as well and go over that in another video. But that's it for this one. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money calling Ford Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.